Hey, we're getting ready to. We're getting ready to read Horrible Harry and the Holidays, Chapter 3. Heads up for Kwanzaa. At the end of that day, Miss Mackle called Harry up to the desk. Although I couldn't hear what they were saying, I noticed Harry's eyebrows. They kept sinking lower and lower as he was talking to the teacher. It made him look mad, then sad. When it was Miss Mackle's turn to talk, Harry listened. Slowly he lifted his eyebrows higher and higher. None of us found out until later what it was all about. The next day, Ida was really excited because her mom was coming to school. At 1 o'clock, Miss Mackle introduced her. Boys and girls, welcome Miss Burrell. Everyone looked at Ida's mom. She was holding a large basket and wearing a turban, big gold earrings, and a long dress. Hi, boys and girls, she said cheerfully. Ida popped out of her seat and proudly stood next to her mom. Kwanzaa is a celebration of our African American heritage and our future, Miss Burrell explained. Dr. Milana Karinga created Kwanzaa in 1966. This is going to be fun, Ida said. Can I start now, Mom? Yes, her mother answered. Ida pulled a flag out of the basket. This is our African American flag. The red band stands for our struggle for freedom. The black stands for the color of our people, and the green represents the land of Africa and our hope for the future. Ida reached in the basket again. This time she pulled out a mat. This is a mkika. That's a Swahili word for a hand-woven mat. It's an example of things we make by hand. Miss Burrell nodded, then added, it also shows that who we are and what we do are woven together. When Ida pulled out a large candle holder, her mother said, Kwanzaa starts on December 26th and lasts 7 days through January 1st. Each night, we light a candle. This candle holder is called a kanera. It symbolizes our ancestors. See, it has 7 candles in Kwanzaa colors. 3 red, 3 green, and 1 black one in the middle. Mary raised her hand. Kwanzaa must be like Hanukkah. We have a candle holder too, only it's called a menorah, and it has 2 more candles. We light a new candle each night just like you do, but Hanukkah lasts 8 days, not 7. Miss Mackle clapped her hands. I love it when you find connections between the different holidays. Ida clapped her hands too, then continued. Kwanzaa is like Christmas because we exchange presents on the 7th day. Our gifts are homemade or handed down from our families. However, unlike Christmas and Hanukkah, Miss Burrell explained, Kwanzaa isn't a religious holiday. Each family celebrates Kwanzaa in its own way, but all families recognize the 7 principles of Kwanzaa called Nguzo Zaba. Please say those words again, Zuzu asked. Ida and her mother repeated them slowly so we could learn them. Nguzo Zaba. Nguzo Zaba, we all chanted. Nguzo Zaba. Ida unrolled a chart with the 7 principles printed neatly on it. Unity, working together. Self-determination, speaking for ourselves. Cooperative work, solving our problems. Cooperative economics, building our businesses. Purpose, remembering traditions and value. Creativity, improving our communities. Faith, believing in our people, our parents, our teachers, our struggle for equality. Next, Ida took out 2 pies from the basket. On the 6th night of Kwanzaa, we have a big feast called a karamu. Some of the things we eat are collard greens, catfish, black-eyed peas, corn, fruit, and sweet potato pie. We brought a sample for you. Ooh, we said, watching Miss Burrell serve the pie on paper plates. I said, swallowing my first sweet bite. This is good. Can we have seconds, Sid asked. I'm sorry, there isn't enough, Mrs. Burrell replied. But we do have a special activity, making kufas. What are kufas, Zuzu asked. African hats, Ida answered. First you have to measure the circumference of your head. Ida's mother smiled at her when she said the C word correctly. We'll give everyone 3 strips of poster paper so you can make a skull cap hat, Ida said. Skull cap, Sid repeated. Neato. As soon as Ida gave everyone a tape measure from one of the plastic tubs in our math corner, we compared head sizes. Mary went first. Mine's 21 inches. Mine's 58 inches, Sid bragged. I have the biggest head in the class. Zuzu put down his tape. Cindy, that couldn't be. Your head isn't 5 feet around. T-Rex might have one that big, but not you, Harry piped in. That private talk with the teacher must have helped some. Not only was Harry making a hat, he was thinking about horrible things like dinosaurs. Look, Sid replied, a brain the size of mine needs a lot of room. Miss Mackle smiled as she went over to Sid's desk. I think you're using the metric side of your tape, Sydney. You're right, though. Your head does measure 58 centimeters. Sid flipped the tape over and remeasured. Okay, it's 23 inches. Same thing. My head still is the biggest in the class. I just got us back on track. Make sure your strip's a little longer than your head size so the ends overlap when you staple them. One goes around your forehead, the other two crisscross on top and attached to it. You can draw shapes on the strips of magic markers. After that, you can line the inside of your crown with any color of crepe paper you want. I'm using black, Mary said. I'm using red, Sid said. I'm using green, Song Lee said. When we finished our kufas, we put them on and sat proudly together for a picture. I thought Mary's head looked bigger than Sydney's, though. It probably was her pigtails. And that's the end of chapter 3.